Hello and welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you haven't been here before, my name is Naya and I'm based in Myanmar, but at the moment I'm home in Australia due to coronavirus. So today is a bit of like a DIY day in the life. So get excited, strap yourself in. It's going to be quite an adventurous sewing day. So my mum and I have been looking at a few different designs of skirts and like blazers that we think we can make, and we have a fabric store down the road that is open, so we thought that during this time we'd spend the day trying to make something and sew something. So before we get started on the video, give this video a thumbs up and also press subscribe and the notification bell just so you get notifications every time I post. I'm so close to 1,000 subscribers. I'm so excited. Thank you so much for following. So let's get started on this DIY day in the life. Let's go. Currently studying our project. Looks simple enough. So I've been watching YouTube videos on different types of skirts, and I think that we found the happy medium, the video that we think, you know, is at our level, an intermediate level. Do you think, Mum? Are we intermediate? Beginners, confident beginners, because we think that we can take on this battle. I don't think a normal beginner would be able to look at a ruffle skirt and say, hey, yeah. So we're gonna go look at material and buy it. Let's go! Okay, so we are investigating and seeing, doing an inventory check and seeing what we currently have and what we need to buy. Luckily, Mum has a good old sewing machine that we've had for years. This bad boy. Now, doesn't that look like an intermediate level kind of equipment to have? Not a beginner, I would say. And then this is Mum's old sewing box, and she just has a lot of stuff because Mum used to sew a lot more than she does now. Okay. So we're in the car. I can actually finally do a car vlog, look at me. And we bought some chicken from, Mum and I used to eat this all the time from Vic Market in Melbourne. They're just chicken spare ribs, but I'm not driving at the moment, I'm just eating and relaxing. My good, still tastes so good. This is just a pit stop on the road to sewing. You know, gotta make sure our tummies are full. So we're at Darn Cheap Fabrics. It's in Port Melbourne, if anybody is in this hood or around this area. They've got heaps of fabrics at reasonable prices, and the stuff's really helpful. So let's go buy some fabric! Looking at some different fabrics. This is cute. That's not bad. Oh yeah, it's kind of like cute and textured. So we're in the fabric store looking for something like florally, summery, cute, patterned, but not pinstripe or anything. Maybe like a polka dot or like floral, like something like this. Mum's currently rummaging through the remnants box, so I think it's a lot cheaper. Yeah, sold as is, and it's just because we're just trialing. So there's this one that could be like a really simple pattern, which would be nice. There's this one, which actually could look really cute as a flowy like skirt with ruffles, right? What's the structure like? Yeah, could be. Could this is thicker. We found our material. This color's so cute, right? It's like a nice pattern. It's neutral enough. Only $2. Okay, so we just got back from the Darn Cheap Fabric store. So this is it. I'll also put a link down below. They have 3 locations in Melbourne, but they've got a good selection of fabrics. This is the fabric we got, if you can see. So it's like a really, I wanted to just like a neutral pattern that was a bit light and it'd be nice as a skirt. So I think this is a really safe option. It was so cheap, it was $2 a meter. So this only cost us $5. So hopefully when we make this skirt, it'll stay at $5 and be very cost efficient. And I might just go on making my clothes for the rest of my life. But let's just try and make the skirt first. I'm being maybe a little bit too positive about this. Alright, time to get sewing! so we finished cutting the material out of the fabric. So we have this piece, which is the skirt, the main skirt. We have 2 pieces of ties for when we tie up the skirt. This is the waistband, and these 2 longer pieces will be the ruffles. So yeah, these 2 longer pieces will be the ruffles, and we'll make it ruffly, whatever. Anyway, and so that's the material that we have so far. So we're just ironing out the ties so that we can sew it and it's easier. Look at us, intermediate sewers. Okay, so we are sewing the waistband part, and we've finished the ties, and now we're attaching the ties to the waistband so that it has the straps to then wrap it up and tie it up. So we're just in the process of doing that at the moment. So we turn the waistband inside out, and we put these ties in the inside out, and we're going to sew over it, so when it flips over, we'll see. Okay, so we finished sewing the waistband. So here it is. This is it inside out. So when we turn it around, it's like this. And so as you can see, that's where the tie will start. So that will go on the top. Cool, right? Okay, so we now have the ruffles to do. So we've got these 2 long strips, and what we're gonna do is we're going to sew and then gather it. So we'll sew and then we'll gather it, and then that'll make it kind of ruffly looking, and then we'll have to attach it onto the skirt. So here comes the big step. So far I'd say we're doing quite good. Mum is quite experienced with sewing, but I would say I've definitely been doing my part. You know, I've actually sewed parts of it, so I'm very good, she says. Textiles class in year 8's really paying off. Very happy about that. Okay, so we're making the ruffles. So what we did was we sewed across like a wide stitch that had a lot of space between, and then we're pulling the 1 string, and then just gathering it along, and that's what's creating this ruffle effect, as you can see. Cool, right? Okay, as you can see, we have the ruffled edges now. So now we need to put it onto the skirt. First try-on of the skirt. Looks cute. Nice. We haven't sewed it yet, but that's the first try-on. We've got it pinned. So I'm very stressed. This is really stressful. I'm sewing the ruffles onto the skirt, and it's really hard and stressful.
Concentration required.
Concentration is level 100.
She's doing a good job. Look at how beautiful it is.
Stressing me out.
She looks like a professional. There you go.
Curves really get me.
Too many curves. Now you appreciate how people sew it and make it so beautiful. It's craftsmanship.
Okay, so we have done the ruffles on the skirt, and now we are gathering the top of the skirt. So we're doing the same as we did the ruffles. We just did a long stitch, and now we're pulling it along. Yeah, I think we did too much ruffles, it turns out, but it doesn't matter. So Mum's gathering it so that we can fit it into this waistband, because the waistband is smaller than the skirt, and that will give it texture. Okay, so we have this skirt pretty much. So we've pinned all along the waistband into the skirt into the waistband. It's looking professional, isn't it? I'm so excited. So we have to do the last sew at the top, which is the most important part, and then we just have to cut a buttonhole, and we're ready to be done. It's quite exciting. I love the pattern. It looks really good. Nice. so we've handed over the final sew of the waistband to Mum because I did the ruffles and it was really stressful. So Mum has to do the other stressful part. And she's a bit more experienced. Stressed. I'm so excited. Final moment. Okay guys, are you ready to see the big reveal? Pretty good, right? First try making a skirt. So cute.
Look at the ruffles.
Look at these ruffles. Look at that detail.
It's beautiful. It's very
And we've got this. We just have to create a hole, but very nice.
It's very nice. Very well done.
High five, Mum. We did it.
We did it.
Teamwork. Okay guys, so we have finished and that is the end of our awesome DIY day in the life vlog. I think we did really well. Mum and I really surprised ourselves and I think the finishing product was a lot better than well, I didn't think it was going to be bad. I thought we could do it, but it turned out to be great and the pattern looks really good. There were some issues with the ruffles. I don't know, too much ruffle, but we sorted it out. And I'll link below the tutorial that we watched. Was really helpful, but it does take a lot of time. I think because Mum and I have experienced sewing before, it does make it a bit easier. So if it's your first time, take some time and maybe try something without ruffles. But yeah, had a great time. Coronavirus, thank you for letting us explore sewing more. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you want to see more of us sewing and making DIY stuff, let me know. Bye guys.